go get it. Go get it. Go get it. Photo poor, so photogenic. All my life I've been a go-getter. Wake up in the morning, kiss my...
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today it's the opener of a new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken from about the 12. And he's going to be out of bounds on the return. Not a great return. They'll start back around the 17. They start the drive with Cook. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Nice chunk of yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
On second down, Cook. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
He's got exactly what you're looking for, the ability to not just diagnose a play and quickly, but to make a play as well. Nice job there tackling him for a loss.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Very short kick taken right at the 20. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans say they have it. They do.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he heard all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They get 14 on that one. Good for a Houston first down. First down, they go right back to Pierce. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
They'll run here with Pierce. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And to the 12. That's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Here's Pierce fighting, but he won't get too far. Maybe a yard, that's all, down to the 2. Calling a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably...
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Dameon Pierce with career touchdown number 60. And the Texans go up by 2 touchdowns. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the auspicious beginning to the season, a first drive turnover. Now they'll try again here, 1st and 10. They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Texans will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. On the ground, it's Pierce to begin the drive. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Mills now from the 50. And that is incomplete.
Well, it doesn't take any great analysis. No jokes, partner. Okay. All right on this one. But we just know that we're going to see this as the game moves forward. There's going to be 2 guys on him on just about every snap.
It's kind of a dare to throw his way, but they have to keep throwing his way.
The benefits could be great. You throw it to a great receiver, he could come down with it anyway.
Third and short yardage. Mills looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Pierce. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. Give him 6 yards in the first down. On play action, Mills. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. First and 10, it's Pierce. Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
On 3rd and 1, here's Mills. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. Touchdown! Brevin Jordan, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Texans are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor there. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Cameron Jordan in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. To throw, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back. But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, whether they have a much better chance of picking up.
Allen from the gun on third down. He finds his man, complete. It's George. And he'll have it past midfield. Before being taken down. (21-0) our score after one. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going to float this one deep right side. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. That one caught by Carter. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Hey, they made no bones about it. They wanted to throw this rookie right into the fire, see what he could do. He shows what he can do there.
And you have to really put the time and effort in because playing a receiver in the NFL is a difficult task. And for a rookie, all that you have to learn to get on the same page with your quarterback.
That's going to be caught by Carter for a Bills touchdown. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills get a bit closer. The Bills offense staying out there as they'll line up and go for 2. Allen will try to throw for it. Flushed out right. And mercifully, he'll go down. As that play was an utter mess. That might be kind. And the try for two unsuccessful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34. A very costly holding penalty. It backs them up all the way inside their 10 to start this drive. First down, Mills. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mills. That's complete. It's Okurobanon. This offense so far on 3rd down, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This will be 3rd and 6. Mills now. Crossing route complete. Catch made by Cooks. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Every now and then I can speak from experience because I do know as a defender, it is awfully hard to stay with your man on these crossing routes because even if you don't get picked, there's a danger of being picked either by one of their receivers or maybe by your own defender. And on that play, that worked quite well.
This offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. A first down throw for Mills. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Looking to throw is Mills. Throw complete right side to Cooks. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On 3rd down, here's Mills. And it's a fumble, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. CD, that's the 2nd time this half they've put it on the carpet. Now, the first one they lost. Good news here, it doesn't cost them.
They do say that things even out in the course of a ball game, so you mentioned they lost the first one. This time, able to retain possession, but they can't get into this habit. The ball can't continue to go on the ground.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down, Mills. And this is caught, but they say out of bounds. It would have been a first down, but he couldn't stay in, and as a result, they're going to have to give up the football. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Allen. Sea of defenders had intercepted. Now he's hit on the return. It's a loose football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Well, obviously you never want to fumble, but if you do, good to be towards the sideline and saves them the possession.
Saves the embarrassment, saves it going down on the play sheet as a turnover. But I still think it should go to the defense, even if they don't recover it. If you give up the football, you gave up the football.
Well, agree to disagree, I guess.
Can you tell what I played?
Yeah, you played defense. What you got?
I took a shot.
90 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener. The ultimate speedster, showing that speed in front of this home crowd. They love that.
Made me stand up on that run because right now all I want to do is wave to the crowd. More noise, more.
And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Albert O from 19 yards away. And the Texans are able to widen their lead here in this first half. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let...
He's got a man complete. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 75 yards. And the Bills are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point right down the middle. And that will cut the lead down to 15. Boy, still a half plus to play, but it is a two-score game. They're going to go onside kick early. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up, place the ball, so they can snap it and get back to work.
And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. That one a first down pickup of 8.
And they'll go right back to Pierce.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Pierce will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
They go play action. Mills.
A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Mills from the gun on 3rd down.
And that's incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well.
So able to add on to their first half lead here, Charles, forcing the miscue with a fumble and then turning that into 3 points.
Yeah, more than happy to accept any mistakes the other side is willing to make. No problem. You turn it over, we'll take that, and we'll use it to expand our lead.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And he'll just get rid of it.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick 6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the 3rd row.
To throw again on 2nd down. Allen. Throw right side complete to Carter. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. To try again after the sack. Allen. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it. And Charles got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force an incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And they'll send the tight end in motion. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Throw left side complete. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Texans scoop it. These defenses have become so opportunistic, and no matter what you're playing, in this case wide receiver, you got to be careful.
You certainly do, because there is a phrase in today's football that we use all the time: completing the process of the catch. Well, it's after you do that where the trouble begins, right? Meaning you've tucked it away, you're trying to get downfield, but someone's...
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession of the football. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. And
Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Texans will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset button, and come out a new guy in half number 2.
Throwing again, Mills on 2nd and 10. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
Play action now. Mills. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Now on 4th down, it's Cameron Johnston on to punt it away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
A final shot before half for Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Cameron Curl. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD.
So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And how about this right out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators. They sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I'll guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach. We can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Mills. Finds his man. It's John Mechie. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. Here's Mills. Throwing left side, it's complete. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. CeeDee Lamb, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans are pouring it on. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
Hey, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
22 yards there, a 1st down. Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the 3rd quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Throwing now is Allen. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one's going to fall incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Being chased out left. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Nice call on defense, rolling out the nickel package for that big 3rd down play, and he did an excellent job locking down coverage and forcing him to try and run for it, and he doesn't get there, which brings up a big 4th down call.
On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And he's going to get this up to the 24-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. To throw, Mills. Caught left side by Mechie. And he's got some space here. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. Another big play here as they strike for 31. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield. It's 1st and 10 from the 45. Throwing, Mills. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Mills' throw completed to Mechie. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Mills to the air again. That's caught by his tight end, Gerald Everett. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Albert Okwuegbunam. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Texans just continue to roll. Out for the PAT, here's Johnson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
From the 29, Allen. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
Partner just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Here's Allen to throw it. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And out across midfield down to the 45. Excellent play there on 3rd down. Give him 25 yards. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. And now here's another interception. Desmond King picks it. And the Texans are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Jordan Poyer. And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Play fake, Mills.
forced out to his left.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it, and it's second down.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. And the tight end goes in motion left.
On second down, here's Pierce.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 and the 36. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter.
Mills to throw it. That's complete. It's Okuwebunam.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Our first down throw for Mills. That's underneath to Pierce. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be intercepted.
Kaiir Elam makes a pick, and the Bills are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And now here's another interception.
Derek Stingley picks it. Well, they've got the huge lead now. They have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here.
Now Mills on the sneak.
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown.
The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Texans are closing in on a winning start to the year as they extend their 4th quarter lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the Texans scoop it. And down inside the red zone at the 19-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the 4th quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget, absolutely. Following the fumble recovery, Mills,
left side to Lamb.
Touchdown, Texans!
CeeDee Lamb.
Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Texans add another 6 points to what's going to be a blowout victory. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. They run it again with Cook.
Brandon, I think you and I were both raised the same way in the game of football. You run to set up the pass, but I think we've discovered in this NFL, a lot of teams pass to set up the run, and that's what they've done throughout this game. They've aired it out, thrown it around the yard. Now they've come back to the running game, and they find a way to be successful with it.
Credit the tackle to Darius Slay. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Cook up the gut, and he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. Seems pretty obvious defensively the key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
So look at this. Here's the field goal unit coming out. And he is going to need to bomb this one. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. And his kick is absolutely perfect. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it, and they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
First and 10 now for Mills and the Texans at their own 19-yard line. From the gun, here's Mills. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Mills now. He gets this one to Mechie. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Working out of the gun, Mills. And that is incomplete. But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy, because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out, because this one, it was over a long time ago.
It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here for the 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Carter. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. to the air. Allen. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Another strong gain on the last two plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Well, a touchdown here on this drive, it wouldn't really put much of a dent in the score, the deficit right now, but as you mentioned in the past, CD, their coach is probably just hoping to see something executed correctly on this drive before we close out the ball game.
Yeah, and I think that every guy who's on the field has to feel exactly the same way, because if not, they might be looking for replacements. Treat every drive as if it's your last and make it a successful one in some small way.
And he's across for the touchdown. Too little, too late, but he does get in for 6.
No wonder you're grinning. You just beat me in our fantasy league.
Indeed I did, my good man. Point after, right down the middle, as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. So despite the huge deficit, they're going to keep fighting. Here comes the onside kick. And the effort snuffed out. The Texans' hands team recovers. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game.
And Mills is intercepted for the 3rd time. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And the Bills are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. Well, they're not making it easy on themselves here down the stretch. 2 picks now in the 4th quarter, trying to hang on to that lead.
Talk about keeping someone in the game. Instead of being able to shut the door, it's still cracked open because they can come back on you now. The only people are really happy about those picks, any fantasy team that has this defense.
That one caught by Carter. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Allen. Back-to-back catches here for Carter. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down. Now this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive.
Allen hit. He lost the football. And the Texans say they have it. They do. The city always a little extra excitement for week 1. And one of our early window games here in week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close.
Come alive in the dark, and I keep getting stronger. My limit's the sky. I do the impossible, impossible. Shine if I want to. I win every time if I want to. The world mine if I want to. Make the world mine cause I want to. I'll pull the sword out the border, walk a floor full of cobras. Go to war with you all, we can brawl toe to toe. I can tighten loops in my lace and make lightning lose in a race. I make fire cool and come back from the triangle in Bermuda. I can suit up, live in the moon up, working and outsmarting computers. I can outswim all the tuna, and that's without a scuba.
God for me, who could be against me? I guess all of that's against me. They the ones stirring up the conflict. They try to make it out like I'm conflicted. East Coast and 6'4's hitting switch. It's not a conflict of interest.
Cut it with the business. West Coast rocking them Timberlands, deep up in them trenches. It's no difference. Neither one play games when swinging for them fences. We want the finer things.
Yeah. Hold up, it ain't easy breaking away or being a great. They slamming the door, I'm jumping the gate. Cause a starving stomach like being punched in the face. And an instrumental was the last time that I ate food from all of the bass. My A-spoon goon, big son told me about the game. 20 years later, know my name. King, crown me, lounge in the back of the spot. Pay homage to an underground peasant, climb to the top. Funny style on elevators could never fade us. I peep data stain anytime they congratulate us. Goggles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm Deion Sanders on haters, this ice bucket dropping over their head with it. Extra the cred with it. You either fight or flight, I ain't one for the ledge living. I do it for the one that died but fed millions. With soul food flowed and stock my bad kitchen. I'm liberated. I drew a play that they ain't illustrated. I make a move, they gladly imitate it. I ain't flattered, I'm a dragon to your paper castle. The alpha and omega, promise it ain't nothing after. A new beginning. My catalog like James L. Jones, the ever living. Imagine if I did make beats that's more for killing. Imagine if you come from the south out my city. You probably wouldn't make it, oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage or $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle it. Wrist drip like a mango, fingertips like I'm Thanos. Knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring up, we undefeated. What you heard, let's you heard, we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad. Pull it like parades on parades, extra with the slab. Pay what it cost for the tab, extra with the band. Young Chris, a king, better add extra on the. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam, I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day, I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra.
It's that hate, boy. Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it. But it ain't just me, it's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. It's the whole team. Share it with the whole team. Congratulate the whole team. Cause when you riding like we riding with each other, ain't no I in this. Tell them line it up. Like a 4th and 1, we sneaky when we slide them. Yellow offense with no defense, now y'all time is up. We make the hits, y'all take the hits, and now we fired up. 3, 2, 1, don't need no break. Put 1, put 2, give it straight, that's how I like it. And we grind it every night to make it hit, now it's exciting. See, they just getting cake, they ain't never gonna get no ice. And all we want is chips, ring fingers looking ice. My day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it.